In October 2024, Tesla released several blockbuster products at the Robot World exhibition. Tesla CEO Elon Musk took to the stage to introduce to the public several innovative achievements, including robot vans, driverless taxis, and humanoid robots. The multifunctional humanoid robot Optimus is equipped with advanced artificial intelligence and various sensors. It can move freely in complex environments and assist in completing multiple tasks, from assembly line operations to daily care to exploration of dangerous areas. China is also working hard in robotics, but the country seems to have a long way to go compared to the level of development in the US. This is the test site in October 2024 where the scientific research team of the Shanghai Institute of Artificial Intelligence is testing robots and robot dogs. The robots seem to be going to the supermarket to go shopping and holding a robot dog. As a result, while walking, the robot was stopped and tripped by the robot dog, and the robot dog was kicked to the ground by the robot and was unable to move. The audience burst into laughter when they saw the robot tripping. The scientific research team said that the robot can recognize only stares, but not dogs. On October 13, 2024, SpaceX conducted the 5th test flight of its Starship at the Boca Chica Starship Base in Texas, USA, and achieved a historic success. After the Starship took off, the launch tower's robotic arm captured the Super Heavy booster, Super Heavy, which returned to the ground. This step success achieved the goal of the Starship becoming a reusable rocket system. The recycling mechanism's robotic arm is named Chopsticks, so this scene is called Chopsticks Clamping Rockets. A netizen from China's Jiangsu province lamented, "Before Musk appeared, I always thought that aerospace was very mysterious and high-tech. China's official media boasted about it and kept it very secretive. Now that the Starship is here, the design drawings are entirely open to the public. The outer casing is made of stainless steel and the fuel is natural gas. The launch site is open to the public for anyone to visit and take photos, and dogs are running around, so there is no need to keep it secret. Anyone with money can become an astronaut. All the tickets are sold. There is no profession like a launcher, so you don't have to practice repeatedly with which finger to press the button to launch." The netizen finally lamented, "Musk is so magical that he has made me lose all sense of the sacredness of aerospace." Regarding this post, Chinese netizens said, "The CCP officially uses aerospace as a political propaganda tool. But Musk only shows its actual appearance to people. When I went to high school in 1997, we had to wear special slippers when entering the computer room. The computer teachers wore white coats like scientific researchers. The computers we studied were 486 and 586, and the operating system was DOS. For a long time, I thought computers were great and sophisticated until I bought a computer in 2004. Some netizens also pointed out, "Starships can send people and materials to Mars, but China's Space Administration has trouble sending people to the moon. This is the gap." When SpaceX performed the miracle of chopsticks clamping a rocket, China's rocket launch team staged the opposite scene. On the evening of October 15, 2024, a large silver metal plate fell into a field in Xingyan County, Hunan Province. From the video, it can be seen that the appearance of the metal plate has apparent signs of burning and damage. The residents told Chinese media that at around 7 p.m. on October 15th, they suddenly heard a loud noise, a bit like an earthquake, and the houses and windows shook. Many netizens confirmed this statement. Another netizen revealed, "This stuff should be rocket debris. The second stage of debris of satellite rockets launched from the Xichang Launch Center in Sichuan Province falls under Hunan Province many times yearly. They have killed people. A few years ago, they fell and directly penetrated someone's newly built house from the top floor to the second floor. This stuff is hazardous." After the unidentified metal object fell from the sky, local police quickly cordoned off the scene. Local officials did not explain what the fallen metal plate was, but only said that no casualties or property damage was caused. After seeing photos of the scene, an aviation enthusiast speculated that the mysterious metal plate was probably the remains of the satellite's fairing. Some people also speculated that this unidentified metal plate might be part of the 2 rockets launched by the CCP during the military exercises around Taiwan. The Financial Times reported that on October 16, 2024, a senior Taiwanese national security official told reporters that on October 14th, the CCP military sent 153 aircraft and 36 naval and Coast Guard ships to fly around Taiwan. The national security official said, although they did not launch missiles in the direction of Taiwan this time, they did conduct missile exercises and launch 2 missiles inland. A Taiwanese military expert analyzed that this time the CCP's military exercise around Taiwan consists of 3 parts, the second of which is a test launch of multiple rockets or missiles from China's mainland. Suppose this unknown metal plate consists of the remains of a rocket that fell during the CCP's military exercise around Taiwan. In that case, it can only be said that the proper level of the CCP's rocket launches has been exposed. The failure of the CCP's rocket launch was so severe that it was difficult to cover it up to the public. In June 2024, a video circulated on the Chinese internet showed a long cylindrical fragment falling in a village, with billowing yellow smoke coming out of one end of the fragment. CNN located the video and found that it was shot in a village called Xianchao Village in Guizhou Province. This village is near the satellite launch site and is sent to China's audio and video platform through Guizhou's IP.
困啊，八百杀山，啥打到啥？没得没杀山。哇的，拖上不要的，拖上不要的。哎，我们旁边先桥，刚好过仙桥啊，就是人家回来，今天是机场，这看到起了呀，见死了。因为落来近了，这个山该飞机是吧？这下铁山佬都还在炸。
The villagers were frightened by the falling debris and fled in all directions. The debris later fell into a distant valley. Chinese media reported that the local government had notified that a rocket debris recovery mission would be carried out near Xianchao Village. They asked local villagers to temporarily leave their homes and move to open areas to prevent damage caused by toxic gases and explosions, as well as rocket debris. Earlier, on June 22, 2024, the Chinese government announced that it would launch an astronomical observation satellite jointly developed by China and France from the Xichang Satellite Launch Center in Sichuan, using the Long March 2C carrier rocket. Therefore, it's speculated that the wreckage of the rocket booster launched this time fell into Xianchao Village, Guizhou Province. In this regard, Swedish rocket expert and researcher at the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, Marcus Schiller, pointed out that these fallen fragments seem to belong to the first stage booster of China's Long March 2C carrier rocket. The liquid fuel used in the Long March 2C carrier rocket is composed of nitrogen tetroxide and unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, so that it will produce the orange smoke shown in the video. The scary thing is that this smoke is toxic and carcinogenic. Schiller added that Western aerospace agencies have largely phased out highly toxic liquid fuels, but China and Russia are still using them. The rocket launch seemed glorious, but it caused great trouble for the local villagers. And that was not the end. 8 days later, another Chinese rocket had an accident. On June 30th, 2024, a rocket took off at a comprehensive test center in Gongyi City, Henan Province. After a few seconds, black smoke came out of it, it lost power, crashed into the mountains, and exploded. Chinese media quoted local villagers as saying that the local government asked the villagers to evacuate before the rocket was launched. Still, the rocket exploded with a loud noise, shattering the windows of the houses in the village. On June 30th, 2024, Beijing Tianbing Technology Company Limited, who was responsible for the launch, told the public that the original plan was to conduct a static test. The first stage rocket was usually ignited during the rocket test, but due to structural failure at the connection between the rocket body and the test platform, the first stage rocket detached from the launch platform. After the launch, the rocket's computer automatically shut down, and the rocket fell into the mountain and disintegrated. Chinese media have previously reported that the Tianlong 3 is a sizable liquid launch vehicle specially tailored by Tianbing Technology to construct China's satellite internet constellation. Its product quality is said to be comparable to that of SpaceX's Falcon 9. But now such a big accident has happened, which really makes people sigh at the vast gap between Chinese and American rockets. Netizens analyzed that the essential requirement for a static test of a rocket is that the rocket should be fixed in place and unable to move, and the engine's condition should be tested. However, they did not expect a low-level mistake to occur. The rocket would not be fixed. Beijing Tianbing Technology claims to be China's first private commercial aerospace company to successfully put a liquid launch vehicle into orbit. Many netizens questioned, ordinary people don't even dare to play with toy guns, and private companies play with rockets? I guess this private company is also state-owned, otherwise which private company would dare to play with this? Some analysts noticed that when Tianbing Technology first launched its carrier rocket, it used the Zhouchuan Satellite Launch Center in Gansu Province, the launch center of the CCP's military. Therefore, Tianbing Technology Company must be run by the CCP military. High technology requires innovative thinking and capabilities, but in China, the CCP puts its leadership first in all fields, including high technology. The consequence is that not only has the CCP failed to achieve the so-called concentrating its efforts on major events for many years, but there have also been 2 rocket launch accidents within 10 days. This also exposes its real strength. Since its high technology cannot compare with Europe and the US, what about the quality of small items? Chinese media reported that on the afternoon of October 20th, 2024, flight CA2821 from Tianjin to Shanghai arrived at Hangzhou Airport. When passengers were getting off the plane, someone's backpack caught fire when passing the boarding bridge. The witness said that he saw smoke coming from the side of the passenger's backpack in front of him, like dry ice in the air. After he and others reminded him, the passenger ran a few steps and the backpack caught fire. An eyewitness revealed the fire grew bigger instantly and thick smoke billowed out, filling the closed corridor. People in the back kept squeezing out and those in front couldn't get out either. The staff hadn't arrived yet, and for a moment I felt like I couldn't breathe and was going to suffocate. One passenger said he was stuck in the cabin for about 20 minutes. Airport staff then put out the fire with a fire extinguisher and evacuated passengers. Shanghai firefighters initially determined that a power bank's spontaneous combustion caused the fire. One netizen said, if it happened on an airplane, it would probably be catastrophic. This is not the only scary moment for China-made power banks. At 2 a.m. on October 20th, 2024, a woman in Chaozhou City, Guangdong Province, heard a loud noise suddenly coming from the living room, and the Xiaomi power bank that was charging exploded without any warning. This is the scene after the power bank exploded. The woman said she bought this power bank on April 18, 2023, and only used it twice in the past 6 months. She did not expect it to explode on the 3rd charge. On October 23rd, Xiaomi staff responded to the quality issues of the power banks, saying that they could not give a clear answer at this stage. The power bank involved in the explosion was still under testing, and the cause was under investigation. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a like, subscribe, leave a message, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.